Good morning. This is Tuesday, June the 1st, 2021. It's about 9:30 in the morning. We've been out planting this morning. I'll show you what we did. But it's cloudy. We're hoping for rain this afternoon. Don't know yet. I think it's a 43% chance. We planted this fig tree that Larry grew from a cutting that he started, so we put it here in the front side yard. Up there's the road. There's a blueberry we planted last year. We'll see how it does. Hopefully it'll grow and make figs. We planted these grapes this morning. We bought red globe grapes at the store, and they were good, and we ate them. And then Larry saved the seeds and planted them. So we've got this plant, and a second one, and a third one. So we got 3 grapevines here we're hoping they're globe. I mean, that's what he planted. We'll see how they come up, or if they live. But they look nice right now. And out there is the fig tree. This is Wednesday the 2nd of June, and it's just after 8 o'clock. And we're done picking beans. These are the contender beans that we picked. Because there's not as many because Larry took a bunch to Tammy over the weekend. And this is the jade beans. There's more of them, but they're not as nice as last week. They're more tough. I don't know if we'll grow them again. And this is the bronco beans. They're still nice and tender. We got the beans all snapped. These are the bronco beans. That's the jade beans. And that's the contenders. Ready to put them in jars. I got the beans all in jars. I've got 6 pints of jade beans, 1.5 pints of contender, and 4 pints of bronco. We're finally getting a nice rain. This is about the 3rd shower we've had. That water ran off after it quit. The flowers are getting watered. We have our own waterfall coming off the roof. Won't be doing any watering tonight or in the morning. It's 6:30 and the rain has stopped for now. And all the surface water's drained away already. And down here, all the flower beds no longer flooded. It's all drained. And on out across the driveway. Most of it's drained out there. We may get some more rain, don't know. Kind of hope we do. It's been so dry for so long. This is Thursday, the 3rd of June. Larry came out to check the tomatoes, and look what he found. What is it?
It's a green-horned tomato worm.
It's a big one.
Moss lay the eggs.
Ugly thing. Well, it's kind of pretty in an ugly sort of way. We ran another line of string across the tomatoes at the top to help them stand up, give them more support. So that's all done. We can't go any higher. And one of our peaches fell off the tree. I hope the rest of them hang on. Well, we got 2 inches of rain yesterday. It's right on the 2-inch mark. I guess I'll empty it and see what we get today. I came out to plant seeds in this flower pot and it was full of fire ants. We sprayed it good so you can't see them now, but they were just completely covered all that soil, just everywhere. So we sprayed it, sprayed the ground where it was sitting. And I think 2 or 3 bit me when we were moving it. This is Thursday and we're getting another afternoon rain. Not quite as much yet as yesterday. I made another pretty loaf of bread. The last one I made was pretty too, but I forgot to film it. We were already eating it, and it was too late. This is Friday, and the plan today is to go to North Carolina Monday. So I came over and mowed and weed-eated Betty's yard. So it'll be good for a week or two till I get back. And her bushes and banana tree is alive. 2 banana trees and 2 bushes there. And getting us some Godiva chocolates. Ooh! So that we can have some chocolate. Well, that's always a winner. Okay, I just wanted to get you in the video. Consider it done.
Yeah, better?
We can't get together. Wait a minute. Okay. I can't go up anymore. You gotta come down. Bend your knees.
Forget it. I try it, I guess, but my neck, I don't care where I turn.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. Say something.
I don't know what you're doing.
Well, we finally got dressed up, even if it was for a funeral. But anyway, my niece passed away, and we went to the funeral home and saw Candace, my other niece, and she lives in Oklahoma, and glad to see her. I wish I could have seen everybody else, but anyway, here we are. That's the only time we get dressed up, looks like, for a wedding or a funeral. Okay.
There's my handsome husband.
Yeah, right. See, I guess it's time for you to get glasses. There's my gorgeous wife.
That's what I usually wear when I get dressed up. Casual.
Looks good. Wow.
We'd like to take all of our groceries with us to North Carolina, so this is one of about everything we'll need this summer. I'll still have to get things out of the freezer. Larry picked me a pretty gelato and brought in. It's done. I got this big tree all covered with netting to keep the birds out. If I go closer, maybe you can see. There's netting. I had to go to the store yesterday and buy 2 more packages to have enough. I got this little blueberry bush covered. I never covered it, I don't think, before. And I fastened it together with clothespins. I covered these 2 bushes. And left one for the birds. Actually, I didn't leave it for the birds, I just didn't have enough netting. But these are going to produce good, looks like. This bush here has, well, group of bushes, has the most berries. So I got it all covered. But there's a lot of berries I didn't have enough netting for. But this should be plenty for us. The little purple plants that my friend Bonnie gave me are blooming. I don't know what they are, maybe some type of aster. But they're pretty little things. And they'll grow bigger and come back every year. And my coreopsis that Betty gave me, I've been deadheading it, and it's got a lot of buds on it. And you can see Larry's zinnias are all blooming now, not just the one. All of these were volunteer. The darker or tall ones in the back got the fertilizer. I got our grinder out that we bought about a year ago because we had rosemary, and I made rosemary powder out of it. That's rosemary that I'm grinding. This is Saturday, and it's raining, but the sun is shining. I couldn't see any rainbow. It's very hot and humid today. I'm really looking forward to getting out of here and going to North Carolina. We've been busy all day packing to go to North Carolina tomorrow, so Betty invited us over for chicken and noodles. And a salad.
You want tea or water?
I think I'll have water.
You can have both if you want.
I think just water. Thank you. Larry, you want tea soon?
Just tea.
It's 6:30 in the morning, Sunday, and we're ready to leave for North Carolina. Got our flowers loaded in and all of our clothes and other things we need and lots of food. So we're ready. And the back is packed as usual. And I got my driver, at least for the first part.
He's ready to go.
And there's all that back there. It is humid here already. It's 6:30 and 75 degrees. We've been traveling an hour and a half and there's almost no traffic.
We got a new driver. Well, we're halfway between Columbia and Spartanburg.
It's 9:39 in the morning.
(9:39). Very little bit of rain, just a little sprinkle.
We're here in Spartanburg. We're at the Ingalls gas station and it's 2.77 here. It was 2.69 at home, but the station wasn't open. It's about 4 minutes till 1 and we're here. My peony is blooming. Look how pretty. And there's another big blossom up here. That's the prettiest I've ever seen it. It must be at least 10 years old. We stopped down at the bathhouse and changed drivers and Larry backed down the driveway so we can get things unloaded. Got lots of weeds, sticks. Everything looks fine though. It's cool here. It was 81 in Marion. This is Monday the 8th and the Spectrum man's here right on time, fixing our internet. When he checked it, there was 4 no's that should have been yeses.
Well, she just can't sit still. We haven't been up here in a year and a half. So she just believes she's a cleaning woman. And she especially likes to clean glass. Where we can see through, but she's quite a worker most of the time. It does a good job.
We're back here to the Rams Rack thrift store. And as usual, we found bargains. We got it. Plot
Oh, we did?
23. Yeah, I just got to fill out the paperwork.
Good. Yeah, well, I meant to tell you, if we're here getting a food plot.
got all the weeds out. So just has to grow now. Watered everything in. Larry's going down and check and see if they're playing shuffleboard. I went down to stretchercise this morning, but there wasn't anybody there. They were planning on starting, but I don't know if it'll be Thursday or next Tuesday. But there wasn't anyone there this morning. The rain broke over my peonies. I guess they were so heavy. So I cut them and brought them in the house, and they're enjoying them in here, and the buds are starting to open too. We're just sitting here in the park in Newland. We went to Hardee's and got a sandwich, a combo, and split it. Yeah. We like this park. This is the Tow River. We like this place here. Lots of rocks. Oh, there comes my better half. The phlox up there blooming. Oh, he brought me a little flower, a little buttercup. I was telling him I thought they were pretty. They're growing here all over the ground. You can see.
But there's a tradition that goes with that.
Oh, there is?
You didn't know about it?
What is it? Yeah.
Hold your head up. Oh, it's shining yellow on your chin. That means I get a kiss. You didn't know about that? Now you know. If it shines yellow under your chin, you get a kiss.
We're coming up to Betty's old place.
There's nobody in today.
Put new windows in. Is that a new roof?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's a new roof.
It was green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Larry and I came down here to the shuffleboard courts and played a few practice rounds because they're going to be playing tomorrow, so he got a little practice in. And I like to play him. Here's the overlook of the lake. Looks like rain clouds. It's a pretty day here. Well, the Land Harbor people were going around grinding limbs and sticks that people put out. And so I flagged the truck down and asked him if they would have some that we could have. And he showed me what was on the truck, and he said, well, you don't want this because it's got stumps and big pieces in it. It's not been mulched enough. And we told him, well, we could wait a while then, till he had some. And about an hour or two later, they came with a dump truck and dumped it all out here for us. And this has all been ground up. Because before, Larry and I were going to have to take the truck over with a tarp and shovel it into the truck and bring it over here and dump it and, take it off the truck. And this was just so much easier for us that they were kind enough to do this. We needed to have the bark even with the road so we can go up through there with the golf cart, because it was dropping off too much, like 3 or 4 inches, and so we couldn't get the cart up. So now we've smoothed all this out. I can put some in the flower beds. It was a lot taller pile when they dumped it, but Larry's been out here and he took the top off of it. So we get it all raked, and there's my daylilies. They're all going to bloom again pretty. So this is Wednesday. I made brownies. Larry's going to go down and play cards tonight. Made brownies for him to take, and for some reason they always burn here in the mountains. So they burned around the edges, but the middle's good. So he's taking the middle. They taste good. They just saved us so much work. And we probably wouldn't have ever got this much either, you know, loading it with a shovel. Now he's off to play cards. It's Wednesday evening. We don't have any Bible study tonight because the pastor's on vacation. I worked a little jigsaw puzzle while Larry was playing cards. I think he had a good time. This is Thursday morning. We got it smoothed out. Larry's trying to pack it down some with the golf cart. This is going to be nice when it gets packed down. He made it up the hill. We're going to go for a ride. Larry's taking me for a ride around the neighborhood. We came down to see my friend Victoria's house to see if anybody had moved in because she passed away. And there's a rabbit right there. We went back to the Rams rack today and got this surprise box for 75 cents. So Larry's going to see what's in it.
Probably a quarter's worth. Well, it ain't glass is what it's supposed to be.
It says glass on the box, but we figured it was clothes.
Probably women's clothes.
It said baked goods too. It's just somebody's packing boxes they've used. Well, if you get one top out of there that fits me, it's worth 75 cents.
There's one.
What is it?
It's a top.
I'll hold it.
I don't know what it is.
It's a top. See the sleeves hanging down? Ooh, what's that?
I don't know.
A shawl?
Huh?
A shawl?
I don't know. I don't know anything about women's clothes.
Oh, there's a t-shirt for you.
It's women's.
A t-shirt for me.
Medium.
I can wear a medium. Oh, what does it say?
Medium.
Outer Banks, North Carolina. Barrier Islands Nautical. Yeah, okay. I got to run the washer after a while.
It is a long sleeve shirt.
What does it say?
It's got a tag on it.
Brand new.
Hanes.
It's got something on the front, some kind of emblem. a new look salon, hair and tanning. Got long arms, that'll be good for me. That'll be another work shirt for when I mow.
All right. Don't ever pay the boxes any attention to what's on the inside.
Yeah, he let me pick out the box.
There's you some shorts.
I don't know if I can get in those shorts. Short shorts. You're done.
That's it for me.
Got the swing hanging. Says it's a summer place. That's the truth. Now he's leaving again. He's going down to play shuffleboard. He's supposed to be there today. Larry started this puzzle this morning, and I finished it. He did it while I was at Stretchercise. But what we're doing, see that piece right there? It was just, I've got a lot of these puzzles up in the cupboard there. I had several up there, and when I was sorting through them, there was just a piece laying loose. So I'm working at puzzles trying to find out which one it goes to. And I really think it must belong to this duck. I'm going to work it next, because it looks like there's a lot of dark gray in it. So we'll do it. But this one had all the pieces, and the one I did last night had all the pieces. And there are 100 pieces for ages 6 and up, or 5 and up, depending on the puzzle. I opened the duck puzzle, but when I did, all the pieces were too big, so it wasn't that one. And we never did find the puzzle that it belonged to. I came in from the other room, and Larry had the candles all lit. Isn't that pretty?
Romantic.
It's 7:30 Sunday morning, and we're ready to leave. We don't have as much stuff. Got empty containers. Bought a lot of potting soil. Peat moss. And the back is always full. Larry's driving. We're on our way. It's June the 13th. 59 degrees at 7:39. Looks like it's going to be a pretty sunny day today. A little bit of fog up ahead. There's some pretty fog. It's 2:08 and we are home. There goes Larry out to check the garden. I wanted to show you my bread. This is about the prettiest loaf I've ever made. It's so tall and nice. And I have to tell on myself to tell you how it got so tall. I put it in the bread maker. You know, I put all the ingredients in and set it in the bread maker, turned it on. And after an hour I came in, it had been running, I could hear it run. After an hour I came in and looked at it, and it looked like just like it did when I put it in. The flour, the yeast, everything is right in the same spot. And I figured out there's a little piece that goes in the bottom that does the kneading and turns it, and I'd left that out. So I had to shut the bread maker off and get that little piece and dig down through the flour and the water and put it in there and then start it again. So it had sat in there an hour, not doing anything, but was warm. And so maybe that's why it made it come out taller. But anyway, it's the nicest loaf I've made. And that week we were gone, we were left last Sunday and came back home today, so that's a week, and we had 3 inches of rain while we were gone. So it was empty when we left, and now it's got 3 inches. Guess you can see that. And the grass is all grown up and needs mowed. And we got melons. Got a few tomatoes. We thought there'd be more tomatoes ripe than there are. This is Monday the 14th of June, and Larry's been mowing some already. It's almost time for lunch. He planted cantaloupe seed down the middle of this raised bed, and they all came up. So this morning, there's like 3 or 4 down the middle together. So I thinned them out and planted them along with both sides. So we got a lot more cantaloupe in here now. Whole bed full. And down in that far corner on the right, I got into fire ants. On these 2 shocks of corn that came up, Larry's got corn. That one's got 3 ears. This one's got 2 ears. So there will be a little bit of corn. And the melons have grown a lot. The zinnias are just blooming everywhere. And this corn's got to grow some more. But there's a cantaloupe right down there. It's about ready. This is Monday with Betty. And we emptied 3 boxes, you can tell, of her dishes and things. So she has these bugs now. Candle holder. And all these pretty dishes. Lots of glasses. So now we're just going to put them all, wash them and put them away. Well, we didn't leave the mess, we cleaned it up. And put some of the dishes away, or the glasses. She's going to wash the rest of them. And she didn't want my help, because it'd be too crowded. Hey, I got another half bucket already. There's a few red ones in there, but they'll get right. You can hear the birds sometimes scolding me for being in here.
It's hard to tell, but Laura's underneath the net. Have to cover it for the birds, and they seem to get in there anyway, but it discourages them a little bit. But
I chased a cardinal out a while ago when I got back here.
yeah, the cardinal was eating berries while she was picking berries.
They got a whole bush right next door. There's nothing over it. They could eat over there. I noticed most of the ones in the tops are gone.
Fun, fun, fun.
Oh, yeah.
Make good blueberry muffins. Smoothies.
And cobbler, too. Blueberry cobbler is good.
It's pretty loaded this year. Everywhere. We got all these over here.
Those over there aren't ripe yet.
There's a bird in there, I see. And we got this one right here. And we got these blueberries over here.
We're having eggplant parmesan for lunch. Well, except the parmesan is in North Carolina, so we just got cheddar cheese. Here's some of the blueberries I picked. There's more in a bucket. Now I just cut up the bread so we could freeze it. And we got to do something with the tomatoes. Here's our casserole now that it's done. This is my pretty African violet that I got at Piggly Wiggly yesterday. It's a really deep, pretty purple, so I hope it shows up that way. The leaves are a little strange, but the flowers are really pretty. I've been wanting one for about 1.5 years. Good night. God bless.